Is the end here? Will EV end before it funny begins? When asked about the reason behind Toyota's hesitation in adopting the EV's trend, Aiko Toyoda said, just like the fully autonomous cars that we are all supposed to be driving by now, EVs are just going to take longer to become mainstream than the media would like us to believe. Currently, all signs point toward the fact that he was right. The eagerness of the world to reduce carbon in the air by adopting eco-friendly production and transportation methods has led to an unsustainable usage and production of EVs. It might not have been clear to both car manufacturers and users before, but with the adverse effects being faced by everyone who hopped on the EV train, it is now clearer than ever that even though EVs are the future of transportation, that future is just not now. Join us as we explain why the EV market is crashing by pointing out facts within the automotive industry. Reason 1. The cold. A million things are going on within an internal combustion engine that we never really have to worry about. We just get into our vehicle, ignite the engine, and move. We trust our mechanical companions to get us from point A to B regardless of the weather. For EVs, things aren't the same. The weather really affects EVs. Picture this: a frigid winter morning, the air crisp with frost, and you're eager to hop into your sleek EV for a smooth, eco-friendly commute. But wait, before you even pull out of the driveway, you notice something chilling. Your EV's battery range has dropped, and you clearly remember it being higher just the night before. The first question that comes to your mind is, why do you suddenly have such a ridiculously lower range? No, someone did not siphon your battery. The culprit here is the cold weather. While EVs boast superhuman feats of technology, their kryptonite is the winter cold. So why is this happening? At the heart of every EV is its lithium-ion battery pack, which stores the energy needed to power the vehicle. The battery, which is a marvel of modern engineering, has a poor relationship with chilly temperatures. Why? It all comes down to the chemical reactions happening inside those lithium-ion cells. You see, batteries operate optimally at a certain temperature range, usually around room temperature. When it gets cold, the electrolyte, a conductive solution within the battery, thickens, causing an increase in internal resistance. This means it's harder for electrons to flow smoothly through the battery, like traffic on an icy road. But wait, there's more. Cold weather not only hampers the battery's ability to deliver power efficiently, but it also takes a toll on its overall capacity. The chilly air saps energy from the cells, reducing their effective range. Suddenly, that promised 300-mile range feels more like a dream when the temperature drops below freezing. Tesla has a preconditioning feature that preheats the battery and cabin in cold weather so as to optimize charging efficiency. When turned on, the EV warms up the battery pack to ideal temperatures while on the way to a supercharger. While this feature enables Tesla EVs to charge faster, it does nothing to affect the reduced range caused by the cold weather. Reason 2. Market. The automotive market is currently dominated by the roaring engines of SUVs and trucks. This landscape puts electric vehicles at a disadvantage. For instance, the much-anticipated Ford F-150 Lightning is hailed as the electrified answer to America's favorite pickup. Despite its promises of eco-friendly power, the Lightning's inability to match the towing and hauling capabilities of its gas-guzzling F-150 counterparts leaves it stranded on the sidelines. In a world where size and strength reign supreme, EVs like the Lightning and the Cybertruck struggle to make a lasting impression. Yes, the EV market has cars that more than deliver, but they are not just what most people want. Despite the fact that a lot of time and money has gone into the production of the current EVs, they just do not appeal to the majority. And the trucks and SUV that would appeal to the majority are not just ready to compete with their gas-guzzling counterpart. Reason 3. Profit. Despite their potential to revolutionize transportation and reduce carbon emissions, EVs currently pose a profitability challenge for automakers. The high cost of EV production, exacerbated by the intricate technology required for battery development and electric drivetrains, means that manufacturers often operate at a loss with each EV sold. Ford, a titan of the auto industry, is facing significant financial hurdles in its electric vehicle push. Ford's electric vehicle division, known as Model E, has been racking up substantial losses. The company reportedly faced a staggering loss of $36,000 per Ford F-150 Lightning sold in the latter half of last year. In 2023, the division recorded a total loss of $4.7 billion, despite a 12% increase in revenue. This stands in stark contrast to the company's performance in its traditional gasoline-powered vehicle segments. So, what's causing these losses? There are a couple of key factors. High development costs. EVs are complex machines, and developing them from scratch requires significant investment in battery technology, electric motors, and new manufacturing processes. These upfront costs are much higher compared to gasoline vehicles. Battery bottleneck. Lithium-ion batteries, the cornerstone of EVs, are expensive, and their supply is often constrained. This can lead to production delays and higher costs for automakers like Ford. Pricing. The EV market pressures manufacturers to offer competitive pricing and enticing incentives, which further strain profitability margins. Now let's move on to the fourth reason why the EV market is crashing. Reason 4. Multiple anxieties. Navigating the world of EVs can be a thrilling journey, but it's not without its share of anxieties. For EV drivers, the road ahead is paved with a unique set of worries that go beyond simply reaching their destination. One such concern is the ever-looming range anxiety. Unlike traditional gas-powered vehicles, where refueling is a quick pit stop away, EV drivers must contend with the uncertainty of battery life. Will they have enough charge to make it to their next destination? Will they find a charging station along the way? These questions can weigh heavily on the minds of EV drivers, casting a shadow of doubt on their journeys, an issue unique to EVs. EV owners also face charging anxiety, which is the fear of encountering faulty or unavailable charging stations. Despite the growing infrastructure for EV charging, drivers may still find themselves stranded due to broken chargers or overcrowded stations. This anxiety is further worsened by the unpredictability of charging times, especially in cold weather or peak usage hours. As temperatures plummet, so does the efficiency of EV batteries, leading to decreased range and performance. The fear of being stranded in the cold, unable to reach a charging station, adds an extra layer of stress for drivers in colder climates. The simple act of recharging their vehicle's battery can become a stressful ordeal for EV drivers. But perhaps the most worrisome of all is the fear of the unknown, the uncertainty surrounding the future of electric mobility. Will EVs become mainstream? Will infrastructure catch up to demand? Will advancements in technology alleviate these anxieties? For EV drivers, these questions linger in the back of their minds, a constant reminder of the challenges ahead. Reason 5. Electricity. We have saved the best reason for last. Electricity serves as the lifeblood of the electric vehicle. This is why EVs are considered a sustainable mode of transportation. With zero emissions and lower operating costs, EVs represent a promising alternative to traditional gas-powered vehicles. However, the stark reality is that over 60% of the world's population lacks access to reliable electricity, a sobering statistic that threatens to put the brakes on widespread EV adoption. In regions where reliable electricity is unavailable and the necessary infrastructure is almost non-existent, the feasibility of the worldwide adoption of EVs as an eco-friendly mode of transportation becomes increasingly uncertain. Without a dependable power grid to support widespread charging infrastructure, EV drivers face the daunting prospect of limited access to charging stations and the ever-present range anxiety. For those living in remote areas or navigating rugged terrain, where gas engines reign supreme for their reliability and range, the unreliable nature of EVs becomes a significant barrier to their adoption. Consider the challenges communities face in forests and deserts, where access to electricity is sporadic at best. In these harsh environments, where reliability and range are paramount, gas engines dominate due to their proven performance and resilience record. The thought of relying on EVs in such unforgiving landscapes seems like a distant dream, overshadowed by the practical realities of the present. Despite the promise of EV technology, the lack of reliable electrical infrastructure worldwide poses a formidable obstacle to its widespread adoption. This is a major reason Toyota, which is a world brand, has refused to jump on the EV trend. Until reliable power grids become a reality for all, the vision of a fully electrified transportation future remains just out of reach, relegated to the distant horizon as we grapple with the challenges of accessibility and reliability. The huge growth of EVs has guaranteed that EVs are here to stay, but in the world of electric vehicles, where anxieties are many for all EV owners and profit cannot be achieved by manufacturers, the crash of the EV market is inevitable. Do you think Toyota is right? Is EV unsustainable? Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more EV news and content.